So last night, we watched Devonta Smith win the Heisman Trophy. First receiver since my man Desmond Howard did it.
It's been a while,
back in the day. It has been a very long time. And one of the finalists for the Heisman Trophy, who is going to play in the national championship game. And I saw what this kid could do firsthand when he boat raced my alma mater in the last year's bowl season. Not usually talk about that Citrus Bowl, but Mac Jones had an excellent game that day, and what a great season for the quarterback of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Kind enough to call into the program. How are you, Mac?
Hey, how's it going?
I am doing fine. How is life for you right now?
Pretty good. Just another day.
Just another day. What has this experience been like for you this past season, Mac? Walk me through it.
It's been great. I'm just so grateful that we've even had a season, and I can't thank enough people for getting that done. And to play with my teammates at Alabama has just been a blessing, and we're kind of just looking forward to finishing this thing off really strong. Yeah.
And in terms of that, if you don't mind me asking, what do you know about the game right now? Or as you and I are talking right now, are you thinking there's a game on Monday night between you and Ohio State?
I mean, that's what we're planning on. And I mean, everyone's going to make speculation, but that's kind of been the motto of the season is people are going to say things. And, if they have to change it, they have to change it. But we're going to be ready to play Monday night. And we're preparing like we have every other week, as if it's another game. But we're just looking forward to getting a chance to play.
And how does Jalen Waddle look right now? Do you think he's going to be in this mix, regardless of
Jalen, I mean, he's worked really hard in his rehab the past couple months, and he's looking really good. But I'd say you have to call up Coach Saban and ask him.
I know.
I don't know everything, and you're probably asking the wrong guy. But I mean, he does look good, and he's done a great job in his rehab, like I said. So we'll see what happens.
What do you bring to the table for yourself? What do you have within your football mind and body that you might not have had week one, Mac, this year?
I think there's been some good learning experiences. Every game presents a different challenge. Every defense presents a different challenge, and identifying the challenge and then kind of dominating that challenge is something that we've done so well, and just improving from week to week, fixing the things that, I did bad mechanically or in my reads, and then trying to fix it for the next week and move on from week to week.
And in terms of just the speed of the game, the pre-snap part of the game, is there, are you better at it right now? I mean, how have you worked through all that from week one to this right now?
I mean, with experience, you obviously get to see different looks, and then obviously you have to adjust your preparation as well. So if you didn't do something well during the week, you have to figure out what you did wrong and how you can watch film a little differently. But a lot of it's just preparation, like you said, watching film and taking care of your body, and just doing everything to the best of your ability so you can help the team win.
Alabama All-American quarterback, Heisman Trophy finalist, national championship game quarterback, Mac Jones here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's the first time you ever met Nick Saban? When was the first time?
Coach Saban invited me up to a camp, and we kind of just sat down and talked for maybe an hour to an hour and a half. He kind of just talked the whole time, but I just enjoyed listening to Coach Saban and him talking to my family and his process and how he viewed my high school career and how he thought I was going to play out as a player. So really just there at that high school camp one day in the summer a couple years ago.
And so when you did say that you were going to go to Alabama, when you did have that opportunity and you took advantage of it, Tua and Hurts were in the fold, correct, at that time?
Yeah,
right,
I
Mac?
committed after Tua, yep.
Okay, so did you have any concerns about ever getting some time with Alabama when
Not
you first
really.
got there?
I knew I wasn't ready to play. I was 170 pounds soaking wet.
Wow.
So I had to make some serious improvements in the weight room and the film room on the practice field. So I kind of just accepted it and figured eventually I'm going to get a chance, with just how many quarterbacks get a chance to play throughout the season. You never know when you're going to get thrown in the game, and eventually that was going to happen, and I couldn't look back when I got the opportunity.
And so what did you glean from Tua and Hurts, watching Hurts go about his business with Tua there and staying there, then eventually leaving there, and Tua going down. I mean, what did you learn from their adversity, Mac?
Yeah, I thought they always kept a level head, good or bad, or if they're in their game or not. They always were trying to help each other out, and I was always kind of the third guy in the mix, the middleman. But I was just trying to sit there and learn as much as I could from those guys because you don't get that situation all the time when you're in a great quarterback room like that, and things happen from a day-to-day basis. But you just take notes on it and write it down and save it for later and learn from it down the road.
And what about your future? What are you thinking about on that front, Mac? Walk me through.
What do you mean?
Your future after this national championship game, getting ready to go to the next level, obviously. Right?
Yeah, I don't really know yet. I mean, I just really want to focus on this game. It's been a dream of mine since I was, as long as I can remember, to play and start in the national championship game. And everything will just take care of itself. I know that sounds cliche, but
no,
that's truly how I'm going to look at it. And I owe my team and my coaches and all the fans and my family my best shot in this game. And hopefully we'll come out with a W.
And I'd love that, your dream. I mean, how long ago did you start dreaming about this, Mac?
I mean, ever since I picked up a football, really, probably 4 or 5 years old, just watching, TV and falling in love with the game and the players that played the game the right way. So obviously got a chance to watch the national championship each year when I was younger. And here we are, a week away or less than that from me getting a chance to play in one. And it just goes back to preparing really well and treating it like another game.
Who was your guy growing up as a kid that you're like, that's the guy I want to be like? Who is that guy?
I would just say, I know people probably know this, but Tebow in college, just watching him play college football with the passion and the way he did it. I was just down the road, so I always got a chance to watch him at the University of Florida, but he always did it right. But there's plenty of other people that I enjoyed watching, and other teams as well.
So are you a Jaguars fan because of where you grew up, Mac, or what?
I mean, not really. I guess just I always watched them, obviously rooted for them and hoped that they did well. Just being from Jacksonville, and yeah, I went to plenty of games, but I don't really have a favorite team anymore. I just kind of enjoy watching. When you're younger, you enjoy watching the games, and now I like watching them more from like a technical and play calling and offensive and defensive scheme standpoint. So I just like watching NFL football in general.
Okay, well that's good. And so, did you grow up a Florida State fan because your dad went there, played tennis there, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a little bit of both, honestly. And I kind of just like both Florida State, whoever, whatever team was playing, I kind of just enjoyed watching them. But, I did like Tebow, and whenever they were on, definitely watched them. And, I mean, as time went on, got a chance to watch Alabama kind of grow their dynasty.
Sure.
And then in high school, got a chance to, come up here, and next thing you know, I'm here and playing for Coach Saban.
And what does it mean to hear Tebow said before the season, he told the Sporting News that this was going to be your season, your team, and your season. Now that I'm hearing that Tebow is your guy, I mean, that had to be pretty cool for you, Mac. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool. And, I think me and Tim had a conversation yesterday, just talking about my journey and how much he inspired me. But at the same time, he just said that he was proud of me, and he knew that I put a lot of hard work into it. So I'm just really happy to get a chance to just talk with him and kind of discuss both of our journeys together.
Was that for ESPN? Was that for the coverage? Did you guys just sat down? Or was that the Heisman?
Yeah, I think we were just talking like a little Zoom call, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That is great. All right, before I let you go, I'm going to ask you the same. I asked this of every Alabama Crimson Tide player. I asked this of Tua. What's the angriest you ever made Nick Saban? Mac.
I don't know if I could think of a specific one. Let's see. The story, the Hail Mary story, I don't know if you've heard that one.
Go for it.
But my freshman year on scout team,
yep.
I was supposed to throw a Hail Mary, because you're going through situations. It's the end of the game. So the defense has everyone back on the goal line. And this guy, our wide receiver, Derek Keefe, was a wide receiver, and I threw him a little quick screen. And then I ran behind him, and then he pitched it to me. And I technically scored and spiked the ball. And then Coach Saban yelled at me for 10 minutes straight. But that was probably the most I've ever seen him mad at me. But there's been other times, but I try to just calm him down nowadays.
Well, it's just, I mean, it's interesting. Tua said the same thing. He tried to calm Nick down, your coach down after he basically told him, hey, after I took that sack, I did win the national championship with a throw. And he said he kind of got your coach. But didn't you want to say at some point, like, hey, you did score, right? Wasn't that the point of the play is to score, right, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, at that point when I was scouting, I wasn't going to say anything. But, I just kind of walked away and said, oh, my gosh, that was really embarrassing. But, I do try and calm Coach Saban down during the games, and he does a good job of keeping me calm. So it's a mutual relationship.
But, I mean, it's got to be amazing, right? I mean that,
absolutely.
But you're again. I know you're in the moment. But you can't even call him a legend, right? I mean, he's basically there's Belichick and there's him right now in the coaching community, and they're from the same tree. The fact that you're in his care, in his hands, and the staff, and that's got to. Do you ever catch yourself at any point in time just to think about that in the moment at all, or no?
Yeah. It's definitely wild. I mean, he's been doing that for a while, and even when I was in high school and younger. So, like I said, just getting a chance to talk to him when I first met him, and then our relationship just kind of took off from there. But Coach Saban's definitely the greatest college coach of all time, and I'm just happy to be his quarterback this year. And I want to hopefully bring back another national championship for him.
Well, Mac, good luck on that. First time we got a chance to talk. I sit in a chair at the next level. Should you choose that route, I look forward to chatting you in that capacity as well. Thanks for the time. Good luck.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You bet. That's Mac Jones. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.